you ready?
Ooh.
You're about to drink your loogie.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
I guess it doesn't matter. It's your loogie.
No. I would have thrown up everywhere.
Thrown up.
Oh my God. That was so close.
And you're looking at me with a big smile. Oh, is it?
This is gonna taste. Oh my God, get that away from me! Wow. Ooh.
Explain what just. Okay, if you can't tell, fucking Zayden's sick, and he's been hocking loogies into like a plastic cup.
Man.
And right when we were about to start the podcast, he was going to go for a drink of water, and he grabbed the fucking loogie cup.
Literally inches. The cup was on my lips. I almost.
And he had a big smile.
Like this water is so fucking good.
Ew, gross. I'm glad we started recording right then.
Oh
dude.
man,
That's a good intro.
that's our intro. Yeah, there you go. So welcome to Gourmet Gamer, podcast number 1. Oh,
What's it? January
11th.
2014.
Wow, that was
Intense.
traumatic. I gotta take a nap now. Man.
I've done that where I'll have a Rockstar with just like a little bit of Rockstar and put like a cigarette butt in there.
See, dude.
And only once if I drank it.
You actually drank it?
Yeah, just on accident.
That's
Delicious.
I don't know why that's not as bad to me
As loogie?
as a loogie. Like there's a half inch of just
It's like semen.
loogies in there. Look at it. Seriously. Oh,
That's a good
so
pint
gross.
of lug.
Oh, all over the equipment, dude. That instantly would spit it out.
Welcome to Gourmet.
Oh, that's so foul. It reminds me of that one stuff. What's it called? Dragon juice or dragon slime?
What's it? Dragon?
What's it called? Troll slime. So you could buy like a jar from Berman Industries.
Oh,
It was basically
Ultra Slime.
Ultra slime.
Yeah.
So it looks like Ultra slime. Ooh.
Fucking get that away.
God, it's so foul. I can't get over that. That was so gross.
I know. I was starting to have a flashback of just nasty stuff. I guess when you like drink like a cigarette butt is like foreign, so if it like goes in your mouth,
It's the
just, like,
texture. You can
yeah,
it's
and it's
gritty.
solid. And whereas loogies like
It'd be all slimy.
jisms.
Oh, it's so gross. Dude.
That's a good way to kick off. Start. Keep it going.
All right, so I am Zane Fielding.
I'm Evan Para.
This is the Gourmet
And-
Gamer podcast number 1.
Why we're doing a podcast? I have no idea.
No idea.
They're saying.
I call,
Zane, here's okay. Are you gonna tell the story?
I'll tell a story.
Okay.
It's not really a story, but last
It's not
night
a
I
story
was
at all.
getting lost on YouTube and the internet, and I don't know what I was looking up. Something. But
Pornography.
probably porn of some sorts, and that led to podcast equipment. I don't know. And then
See if it-
What's the kind of sound does it make? So I texted Evan and said, "Hey, we should do a podcast." We talked about it before in the past, but as everything we talk about,
Have we?
You say we did. I don't think we did.
Because I thought we did, and then but me and my friend Juan wanted to do a podcast just talking shit. Because whatever we just
I can imagine what Juan talks about.
we talk about cool like I think our conversations are cool because it. See,
Man, you cool. If we could somehow get on this, what's his name? Mike.
oh, get him on the podcast. Mike
Yeah.
can talk.
It'd be kind of cool. I don't know how we do
I know
it.
we need to like get we. Oh, there's Tom.
Tom doesn't talk about anything though. He doesn't know. He likes Tom. He likes.
But he's like a celebrity.
I guess.
He has a CD out.
TomMini.com. He has a CD out, yeah. But he doesn't. I don't know. He's.
Go ahead, trash him before.
I'm not gonna trash my friend, but
We can never get him as a guest.
he doesn't like the same things we like, so it's kind of a weird conversation. But Mike does though. Mike is a screenwriter.
He's an official screenwriter.
So that'd be kind of cool. Like I have another friend that does a podcast, and I think he does it almost all. A lot of it is over Google, not chat, but Hangouts. I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
And his friends are not all on the same. They're not all in the same room with him.
How do you record it? Oh, I guess you have to do it
To the computer.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Ew, and webcam.
I'll look into that. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, and they're all webcam based.
Yeah.
But he does actual just pure audio ones. He just takes the audio from the video and just pushes it out.
What are the topics on?
All video game stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's all video game stuff.
Speaking of video games.
Yeah, speaking of
we segued
video games,
into something.
Segue.
Way.
I don't know. I'm really behind the curve here, but I have so many games to actually play, and
I've read maybe one article that said 2013 was one of the best years for games. There's like major shit out.
Yeah, I guess so. I played most of them. My point was segue gone. I mean, like, what games you talking about though? I mean,
I don't know. I read one article that 2013 was one of the best years for gaming.
Yeah, there's a lot of stellar games, AAA games out there are really good.
Stellar.
That's an awesome word.
Who uses stellar other than homos? It was such a stellar year for 2013.
Anyways, I just finished the campaign for Battlefield 4, and I heard it was short, but fuck me, was it short. I literally finished it, I would say 2 hours, maybe 3 hours tops.
2 hours?
Yeah. I mean, I
thought it was like 8 hours.
No way, dude. I mean, I'll be generous and say, and this is generous, I wasn't keeping track of my time, but 4 hours max. And I was having some difficulty, some levels. So if I played it like well and kind of straight through, because I was kind of dicking around a lot of times, just use a sniper rifle or a grenade launcher, which is not the proper thing to do at all.
One in each hand.
Yeah, pretty much. I probably would have finished in half the time. So that
I thought. When did Battlefield 4 come out?
Last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how far behind
September. I know. Seriously, I'm way behind. Yeah, I was just blown away how short it was. And I told you earlier, I think that's a sign of things to come that probably people talk about this all the time anyways, but the next Battlefield will be multiplayer only.
I think that's nobody buys those games for the
fact
campaign.
that disc 1 is multiplayer.
I think, that's like the best way to put it.
Should tell you everything you want to know about the direction they're going.
Wait, disc 1 is multiplayer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, all right, disc 1, because normally disc 1 would be campaign then followed by multiplayer back in the past, because multiplayer is always secondary to the campaign.
Yeah, and also they could release like extra maps and shit faster than like a whole nother campaign.
Oh yeah,
because with campaign, like you need actors and stuff.
Yeah,
and motion capture.
Yeah, I mean it's a game. I mean, I'm not saying multiplayer is not a game, but there's more involved, much more a story. I mean, if you want to call it a story, there was not really a story much in Battlefield 4, but dialogue and script writing.
What is his story?
I honestly don't know.
Save the Chinese president?
I guess he's a president. He was like some kind of revolutionary leader, or who knows what he was.
I came in at the very end. Like when you started playing it, I thought it was just, it's probably like, I even said like, is this the first level?
Yeah, it's weird.
Because you said just day before yesterday, like, I'm going to go buy I just bought the hard drive.
Think about it. I just got the hard drive Thursday night. That's another thing that kind of pissed me off. I understand it. It wasn't a big deal, but I have the slim version of the Xbox, which is only a 4 gig flash drive.
Rant time.
Rant time. And the fact that I had to have a Microsoft hard drive kind of pissed me off.
How much was the hard drive?
It's only $20.
How big is it though?
20 gigs.
How much? How big was Battlefield? Wait, so if you cleared,
it doesn't matter. I cleared everything on my 4 gig enough to play the game, and it still wouldn't work.
So you have to buy.
You have to have a hard drive because the hard drive, quote unquote, in the Slim is not a hard drive. It's a flash drive. It's like a thumb drive.
Yeah.
So it's only 4 gigs.
Why would they even fucking release it knowing that?
I haven't looked into why, but I think it's a piracy issue. Maybe I don't know. To be honest, I don't care.
Well, like putting your game on. Oh, maybe like, because that's what people were bitching about the Xbox One is that you couldn't like rent games.
Yeah, you can.
And you had to register it or whatever. Yeah. So if you wait, but you can't just burn games onto your hard drive though. I'm thinking like old school.
You know, I honestly I don't know if you
like
count
Xbox.
the Xbox One. You or
and like PlayStation.
Original Xbox,
One.
you could, yeah. The Xbox One. That's a fucking dumb name. Xbox One.
I know. For the
third one.
Third one.
Fucking stupid. Not even the third one. I mean, technically, it'd be the fourth one because, well, the 360 had 2 renditions: the Slim or the new
It's the
model.
same console
thing,
though.
Yeah. What was I saying? Anyways, yeah. So that pissed me off. So I had to go to fucking GameStop, which I hate going to GameStop in general. And what I did was I bought an old external 360 hard drive, busted that bitch open, took out the hard drive, and put it in a 360 slot, and it worked fine. It registers as a Microsoft certified hard drive.
Wait, why can't you? Can't you just hook up the hard drive to the Xbox?
No, there's no connector for external hard drive in the Xbox.
But how did you buy an Xbox hard drive?
Remember that
from GameStop?
Do you remember what it looks like, right? The old hard drives?
No.
Oh, so they're about size of a VHS tape, but not that long, right? A shoebox?
Yeah.
That's not a shoebox, but they're pretty long. they slip
big ass.
That's a big ass hard drive.
Beta.
They connect to the outside of the old Xbox, slapped on the outside.
What old Xbox?
The original 360.
Before like the new design.
Yes.
One. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what you call I forgot what the actual name was.
Xbox old.
Whatever. Yeah. And you could take it with you and pop. You could hook it up. Another Xbox. No big deal, like that, right?
Yeah.
But inside that enclosure, there's an actual just a hard drive, a standard hard drive that you can get anywhere. You can go to Fry's, you can go to whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like a laptop hard drive. So people found out you could rip that open, take that hard drive, and put it in the slot of the new Slim because there's actually a slot where you can buy. You could go spend $120 and buy the large capacity hard drive.
So there actually is Xbox hard drive.
Yes, hard drive stamped. Not hard. You know what I mean? They're
Microsoft.
Right.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hard drives for the Xbox 360.
Right.
But you bought a
old
360
external hard drive
for the older model.
Yeah.
And modified it or whatever to put.
Just took it out and put it in. It's kind of loose. I mean, it doesn't fit. You can tell
taped.
It
Gorilla glued.
There's like wood and duct tape and shit on it. It fits there, but the actual the Microsoft certified one like actually really fits into that slot, like snug and all that.
Yeah.
But it's not. I'm not gonna move it. I'm not fucking jumping on my Xbox or moving around. So it's not a big deal.
How old is Battlefield 4? When did Battlefield 4 come out?
I think September maybe.
Was Xbox One released?
Yes.
Are they
on the verge of release?
Are they doing this with new Xbox games? Requiring
yes
an actual Microsoft certified hard drive to play them.
Honestly, I don't know about the Xbox One.
Not the Xbox, but for the 360. Because
not everyone does that. No, not everyone does that.
Ooh, I'm trying to figure it. Well, wait, is Xbox One allowing you to rent games or play used games?
Honestly, I haven't. I know they went back and forth a bunch of times on whether that was the case or not. And I haven't really seen what the the
I heard,
official
yeah, like I heard
stance was.
because they got like so much shit.
Well, they kept
for
going
it,
back and forth, and fucking PR people would jump in and say, "Yeah, you can," and then someone else say, "No, you can't." And I don't care anymore.
Because I wonder if that's like now, because Battlefield 4 is for Xbox One also.
Yes.
So well, no, because that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say I wonder if that was a way to. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, no, because so upon finding this out and troubleshooting this, I looked on forums and all that. There's other games that require the same thing. It's not just the Battlefield 4.
Is it kind of ever since Xbox One started going about not allowing you to rent games, not allowing.
No, there's other games apparently. I've never played them personally. I don't know what they are, but apparently they're out there.
Xbox sucks. I'm gonna throw that out there. I don't care what the listener.
Sorry, Microsoft. Pay no attention to what my co-host says. What was the point of this whole story? I forgot.
How short?
Oh,
Battlefield
yeah, it was short. The campaign was. Oh, they went to the hard drive camp. I think it's bullshit. Space is space. I'm assuming it's a piracy issue. Who knows? I don't care. But I had to buy a new hard drive
I think
anyways.
they just don't want you to. Well, what would that even solve though?
I don't know.
Have you? Because it seems like they, from what I gathered, they said, okay, you can like rent games, you can put games on your hard drive or whatever. You could borrow other people's games. Like we're not. What's it called? What's the D?
Oh.
Where you can't.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, what was my point?
I don't know what your point was.
I have like four like different things I want to say. What was I saying? Oh my god.
I think you're saying because whatever technology is present in the Xbox One. Not technology, more like policy, I guess, or I'd more call it policy.
Yeah, so if they're saying okay with Xbox One, fine, yeah, you could rent games, you can borrow games, whatever. Is this external hard drive thing their way of making you pay for extra shit, basically, so they could still suck money out of you?
Unless EA and Microsoft are in cahoots, I don't see how that'd be possible. Because Microsoft's not making them do it; it's an EA thing.
Wait, the hard drive's only an EA thing?
Yeah.
Why would EA have you buy
I don't know.
a Microsoft
I honestly don't know.
thing?
We have the internet. We should look it up.
I know. We just have our dumbass theories.
Why?
But so does, I mean...
Why do I have to...
Why does I have to...
Why do I have to... Why do
pee so often? Why do I have to have acne?
A period.
Why
A
do I
job.
have to have
a Rogaine
shot?
A data plan on a smartphone. Why do I have to have
an external hard drive? External hard drive.
Or Battlefield.
Battlefield, I guess. Buyer beware. Battlefield 4 will not work on 4 gig Xbox 360.
Coming from Gamefront.com.
There's been, when I got Walking Dead for 4 gig Xbox 360.
You had to return it, right?
I had to return it because it wouldn't.
It would play. The same reason,
but it would freeze all the time.
That's different though.
And it just got to the point where it's like freezing that I would just get killed and wouldn't know what was going on. It's like it couldn't run it. And so I returned it, then got it for PS3, and it works fine, fucking beautifully.
And the big deal with this whole thing was apparently everyone, went out there and bought this game not knowing this. But EA says, well, we announced it, right? They announced that you had to have this a week before it launched. Not months, only a week.
And still, like, how do you know?
And who's who's constantly, oh my god, on Twitter's a fucking
who's following EA?
Yeah, always.
They just see like Battlefield 4 in Walmart or whatever and just pick it up. or just know it's coming out for. So why doesn't it work on the slim one, the 4 gig?
Because it's not a hard drive. It wants a hard drive.
But it's a 4 gig thing. It's a 4 gig hard drive. That's what that means, right? It is. It seems like a lot of stuff isn't compatible with 4 gig Xbox.
Yeah, it's true. It's just not enough space to do a lot of stuff.
So basically, it was outdated as they were
Yeah.
making games.
And Battlefield 4 should be a next gen game for the PS4 and the Xbox One.
So make sure you have the required hard drive space to run Battlefield 4 on your Xbox 360. So does it even... But you said you only had to install 2 gigs.
Yeah.
So that just
Doesn't matter the actual capacity.
You know what, though? I haven't had a problem on my PS3 ever.
You haven't played Battlefield, though.
I've
Booyah,
played
bitch.
bigger games.
It still doesn't say why, though. That's what's frustrating. Like, why?
See, like, you would think, you would think it would come out as they were, like, making the game. Or just make it for Xbox One only. But no, they're trying to get as much money as they can, probably.
I still don't know why, though. I mean...
And if the game was only 4 hours long,
I know.
why do you need a 20 gig external Microsoft hard drive to play it?
Here we go.
Mandatory.
VG247.com. Battlefield 4 Xbox 360. Mandatory install problems addressed by EA support.
Mandatory install problems.
The blog post explains. Okay.
Are you gonna get Xbox One?
No, not anytime soon. There's like one game I want to play on it. Fucking Dead Rising 3. That's it.
So if you had to pick one, there's Xbox One, there's PlayStation 4. Which would you pick?
I think Sony handled their launch better than Xbox. And by that fact alone, I would get the PlayStation.
It's cheaper, too.
It's cheaper.
Cheaper, the hardware's better. There's...
That's to be seen.
I mean, just like on the...
Spec-wise.
Specs.
Spec-wise, yeah, they might... Well, yeah, PS4... The Sony has always been a better machine spec-wise, always. So is Dreamcast. Fucking...
Dreamcast is
gone.
still the shit.
It still is a shit, but...
They should release Dreamcast 2.
That'd be fucking so badass. No one would ever do it, though.
Dude, that'd be...
Only old people like
dope.
us.
Wait, can I go in?
We're going to go to a commercial break.
Daddy, can I go to Page's backyard?
That's fine.
Hold on,
Yes.
yeah.
Close the door all the way. Close the door all the way. Okay, we're back. We were talking about Battlefield 4, PlayStation, Xbox, the PlayStation 4,
And the
Xbox
horse
One,
shit of Xbox.
and the horse, in Evan's words, the horse shit of Xbox. I have all 3 consoles, so I'm not really I'm not a fanboy of one or the other. I play more on the Xbox because I have more friends on live than I do on home. But I still play exclusive games on PlayStation.
I don't know shit about anything, really.
He doesn't.
But I know that when I bought Walking Dead, for $20, I spent $20 of my hard-earned money
That should tell you everything.
on The Walking Dead because I heard it was good. I wanted to play it. So I bought it for Xbox. And it just would not play. So returned it, got it for PS3, worked fine. And then this was around the time everything was getting announced. Xbox One, PS4. And then Xbox One saying, oh, we're not going to... you could watch TV. You could do all this bullshit.
other
but
non-gaming bullshit.
You can't.
That's why I
rent a
said
game.
I
you have
think
to check in.
yeah.
Your Xbox watches you.
That's why I think I'm more keen to go with a PlayStation 4 because they still are, for all intents and purposes, a gaming console.
And yeah, and they had that like whole campaign, like, oh yeah, see, you can. Did you see like all those like it's like propaganda?
Yeah, it's all
commercials
propaganda.
and
It's
stuff?
fucking funny.
Here,
dude.
you could, or let me borrow your game. You could borrow my game, something like that.
And I
and
appreciate what Xbox is doing. They're trying to make a media console and kind of connect everyone and all that. But I want to fucking game. I want to play games. That's all I want to do.
That's why you buy a gaming console,
Right.
But
So-
just ever since those two things, like back to back, Xbox lost points to me,
Yeah.
and PlayStation hasn't done anything bad. It works every time.
Yeah. I mean, I have a refurbished PS3, and it's a fucking rock star. I mean, not a problem with it.
Also, when we were playing games outside, remember how far back I went with the with the control? I went
I don't know how that was 100 yards, if not further.
probably, yeah. And it's still I could
works.
still play the PlayStation 3 from 100 yards away.
Yeah, the Bluetooth signal on the controllers is insane.
And Xbox 360, you got to put batteries in.
Yeah, it's
all the time. You just have to keep buying batteries. It's just I just don't see. Basically, PlayStation hasn't disappointed yet. In my experience, I'm sure there's been some shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you look at any kind of forum, you have the fucking Xbox fanboys and you have the PlayStation fanboys, and they go fucking back and forth. It's like, come on, some have battle points, but it's
Yeah,
so
like,
stupid, though.
I've never been like pro one or the other until Xbox just started doing like shifty shit and just not working and just not being the better thing. But in that, while we're on the subject of games, we're talking our best games of 2013.
Man, I mean, technically, Battlefield came out in 2013, so I could say, I don't know. The campaign was
4 hours.
nothing special at all. I mean, I would even. It's highly forgettable, so I wouldn't even consider that. The multiplayer is awesome as always. I've played all the Call of Duty stuff for the new one, and it's the same shit over and over again. Just fucking, just campers and just stupid teenagers and just.
There's something like I wanted to buy Black Ops again.
Why?
And play Black Ops online. And probably no one plays it anymore. Like
You'd be surprised.
It'd be me
dude.
and like some poor people in
You'd be surprised.
like Montana.
I mean, like when I was doing that tournament for
Was it Black Ops?
it was Black Ops.
Yeah.
There was kids that were still playing like Modern Warfare 1.
Yeah, like with Black Ops, like I guess just the difference between Call of Duty and Battlefield is just one's like technical.
Strategic.
And
It's
strategic.
a more strategic game. You can't just go out there and fucking just blaze of glory and just start shooting
Which
shit.
is kind of fun.
It
Like
is,
I
it is fun.
did kind of shit on Call of Duty, like kind of before. I guess like when I was playing like Black Ops and stuff, and then what was the one after Black Ops?
2. Oh, Modern
Was it?
Warfare 2, I think. I forgot. To be
Modern
honest.
Warfare 3, 4.
I don't know, dude. I stopped
The
playing,
one after Black Ops, like
I
I
stopped
was
playing Call of Duty games.
yeah, because I was like, man, just everyone's so good and stuff, and people were making fun of me.
So I don't have a problem with that.
And
I have a problem with just
people just cheat.
Dicks.
Not even cheating, but just
being cheap.
I guess cheap.
Yeah. It's
And
no
just kind
fun.
of camping, and then like people know, people know like where everyone like respawns,
Yeah, they sit there
and then they
fucking
just
wait.
sit there and just
It's
rack
stupid.
up. So you respawn, and there's just like a barrel in your fucking
You have
pocket.
guys that play fucking 24 hours when the game launches, and they're like, prestige already. And it's like, I'm fucking 2 days later, I'm logging in. I've got a handgun.
Yeah.
Fucking it's prestige already.
And then with Battlefield 4, like it is like more strategic. I don't know if there's like, I mean, I haven't even played any of them. I just watched you play. But do people like camp and
If they're
pick
snipers,
you off or
if they're
cheat?
snipers, if you're on a
But
good,
snipers camp anyway.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But outside of that, no. I haven't. I mean, they're all obviously you're gonna get some little dickhead asshole. All you're gonna do is camp. But if you're playing with your friends, you get a good squad together. Each of you plays a role.
Yeah.
And if that team comes together, the fucking game is awesome. If you get another team that does the same thing, actually playing the roles of like a mechanic or a medic or
Yeah.
sniper or or fucking just hoorah going there shooting blaze, because that's a role. I mean, your infantry, you just go in there and shoot
Just
it up.
being like like the Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking-
And just blow shit up.
It's just more enjoyable, I think. You get more to the game.
More strategic. But I kind of miss just running and doing like the goofy shit, like just jumping off like a building.
Like I did today.
And just like spinning and just shooting everything. Like because in multiplayer Call of Duty, if you die, like it's not really a big deal,
It's not.
But with Battlefield, like you have to, like your whole strategy kind of gets fucked up.
You actually get to fucking run across a giant map to get back where
Yeah.
you be. Spawn points are different.
And there's just something kind of fun and just constantly shooting and just doing stupid shit. I guess it's kind of just fun in a way. I guess maybe they are different.
Dude, I'm telling you,
In
they're
like a
completely
big
different
way,
games.
yeah.
Huge difference. The demographic is different too. There's a different set of people that play Call of Duty that play Battlefield.
Yeah.
Totally.
And everyone knows like where the flags are.
Yeah.
So,
Like, how the
fucking right when people start, there's just
run.
all of these explosions and shit by the flag.
Stupid.
It's kind of fun. Like I kind of miss playing Black Ops.
I like playing like my friends would play like knife only or
Yeah,
handgun only.
yeah.
That shit's fun. When
Or
it's on a
just-
small ass map.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Alina, for whatever reason, downloaded Nuketown 2030.
Nuketown.
It's the new Nuketown though.
Oh,
It's
for
the future one.
Which one? Ghosts?
No, Black Ops 2.
Oh, okay.
It's Nuketown like 2030. It's a future Nuketown.
Oh, okay.
Like it's all modern,
Yeah.
modern or future. And I was playing it the other day. I was like, "Come on!" Like, I literally just spawned. I couldn't even put my thumb
And
down.
like people fucking like know like to grenade like
Yeah.
a spawn point.
Like they're just waiting there, counting 1,000, 2,000, and they throw it. It's like, what the fuck? How do you know that? Jeez.
And I think that's kind of fun. Like you respawn and then you already just have to like start running and defend yourself already.
Yeah, instantly. It's like, fuck, come on, man. I don't play stupid games anymore. Okay, so I will say, man, 2013 seemed like a it happened so
There
quickly.
was-
So I can't think of any games.
Bomb stuff.
Like in Battlefield 4, I'm like, I won't count that because the campaign sucked. To me, it's not a complete game, so I won't count that. Even though I didn't beat it and I gave up on it, Catherine is up there. That fucking game.
Wait, that was like
2013 or 8.
2011.
Okay, I played it in 2013 though, and it's a badass game.
Yeah, I love that game.
Mass Effect 3.
Was that
God,
was in
see, that's what I'm
2013?
saying. I don't think it was either.
You're just starting to play like old shit.
I'm so
in
behind, dude. I'm so behind.
2013.
What did I play recently besides?
We should just
2012.
2012, yeah, in March.
Scratch that.
Just pull up a list like video games
Released
2013. Yeah.
They're not that. See, these aren't video games that are good though. If you can't remember what they call it, video games. Released.
Yeah, I know a bunch of shit that came out in 2013.
But did you
They
play
were
them
awesome.
though?
Yeah. I'll drop one right now.
Drop it. Drop it like it's hot.
Last of Us.
Oh,
Jesus.
yes.
Zane.
I'm sorry.
I was waiting for.
Wow,
I'm
I know.
trying to get
Okay,
you into
yeah. I don't need to look.
answering that.
Don't need to look at this page. Last of Us is the best game of the past couple years.
There was
I'm gonna say that.
this year, 2000. There's Last of Us, BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
There was.
By the way, do you still have my copy? Have you played it yet?
I thought I didn't return it.
No, because then he's like, get BioShock back from Evan.
I thought I gave it back a long time ago.
I'll have to check. Did you beat it?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that was a long time ago. I thought you took it. Or I
No.
brought it back.
Oh, I gotta check now because he didn't keep bothering me for it.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, BioShock Infinite was good. Are you saying another one? You had like 3 points there. You had 3 fingers down.
Oh, 3 fingers and just and said 2 games.
Yeah.
I just can't count. One of my favorite games ever.
Wait, not 2013 or
In 2013.
Oh, so ever. It's pretty bold.
One of my favorite games ever, and it'll probably, I say,
Bonk's Adventure.
most
Reimaged.
underrated game
Ooh.
possibly ever.
Have I played it?
No,
What console?
PS3. Beyond Two Souls.
Oh yeah. But that
Fucking-
game caused so much like
People. Oh shit! I lost my headphone connection. Hello. Hello. Okay, got it. Everyone shits on it.
everyone shit on you. But then somebody was like, "Oh my god, it's the greatest game ever."
Like 2 in 10 people will say like, "Oh, this fucking game rocks!" Like you guys, it seems like nobody played it. Even.
I didn't play it at all.
Like it's just, like from the start, like even before it came out, I was following it for a long time. People were like already trashing it because
Yeah.
people that have you played Heavy Rain?
No.
Oh!
I know.
People was like, "Oh, it's the Heavy Rain guy. Yeah, fuck him," and blah blah blah. And people just people
fucking everyone loved Heavy Rain for what it was.
Yeah, and then now that people know like kind of what Heavy Rain is, like there's those people that camp that just hate games like that where you just kind of don't sit back,
Yeah.
you don't
Different game.
interact.
It's the Call of
all
Duty
the
guys
time.
that don't like that shit.
Yeah, and I think people just from the start, just before the game even came out, like before there was even stuff like released, or like footage release of it, people were just shitting all over it. And
Yeah, I
then
remember-
it came out, people just wanted to shit on it. And I was like, no, like I have hope because I thought Heavy Rain was awesome. Heavy Rain is one of my favorite games, but Beyond Two Souls, I think it had more, I guess, mistakes. How would I say that?
All I know is that guys like reviewers that played it before most people played it, like they got early copies or whatever. I mean, on a whole, said this game is fucking blows. It's so weird.
It has some flaws. Not
But
even
don't tell me, 'cause I haven't
as a
played
game.
it yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to like say shit carefully. There's like some flaws in it. Like what was the point of that? And like but I think all together is one of just my favorite games ever played.
Ever.
That fucking ending just blew. Like I still think about the ending, at least once every other day.
So you're saying it's better than Red Dead Redemption?
No, I said it's one of my favorite games ever. And Red Dead Redemption is one of my favorite games ever. Are you making up shit?
Evan,
So you hate
said
all
this.
games except for that one.
So I haven't played it.
you have to play. And I think like also with like so many games are just the same. Like there's just like kind of first person shooters. There's there's shit like Skyrim, like role playing games, but like stuff like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, like it's different. And that's what I liked about Catherine too.
Yeah,
like
Catherine's so fucking out there,
just
and
different.
dude.
Like what the
Yeah.
you never see shit like that, and I think it's refreshing to at least see a game like that, even if it's flawed, even if it has like some crummy parts, it still counts for something. Like they tried to say like, oh, let's try to look at shit different and try to make something else, something that people aren't used to.
I was actually I wish I remember the guy's name, but he was a developer / designer because they had multiple hats back in the 80s. But he made a couple pretty popular games in the 80s, and he just released this big ass rant on some forum or some website about how shitty video games are today because no one tries anything different at all.
Yeah, like
they don't try to push the story at all. They don't try to push anything. It's all the same shit over
and
over again.
And granted, like that shit is cool,
right?
Right. Like Call of Duty is awesome, I think,
but it doesn't push to the art or the.
It does. Like the graphics just get better.
That's it. Fucking cares.
Yeah.
Like, have you played Fez?
No.
Fez is the shittiest graphics of all time. It's literally intentionally an 8-bit fucking game from 82. But it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Which, okay. I'll say it. You know what game I just don't get? Fucking, the world loves it.
Halo?
Halo's awesome.
Oh, fuck Halo. Okay, stand
Halo.
Halo.
I can't stand Halo.
Should call it Helio.
The world just loves this fucking game, and I want to I want to like it. I don't get it, and I really just don't give a shit. Minecraft.
Oh, Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Warcraft. Yeah, dude. I've tried to play it.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I get the appeal of it. Maybe I didn't give it enough time to play it, but I couldn't get into it. I just couldn't.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's a cute game. I just don't get it. It's fucking boring.
I mean, it's basically digitized Legos, dude.
Yeah, and you just do the same. You do nothing.
You build stuff.
Yeah, but who gives a shit? I don't get it.
You know, I think they're called creepers. They're called creepers.
Yeah, they're creepers, zombies.
Yeah. So there's stuff that can.
Yeah, and you just die, and there's no I don't get it,
dude. It's a worldwide.
I don't hate it,
dude.
But I don't like it.
I don't hate it either. I hate Halo though.
How can you hate Halo?
I think it's most unoriginal shit in the world.
It's cool. You blow up aliens.
How many games do you blow up aliens in that are
but
vastly
it's fun.
better?
You know what? It's weird because
it's not that I hate it. Let me step back. I don't hate it because I've played Halo. I think all 3 of them were up to 3. I just don't get why I don't get the fanboyism over it. Why it's like people are like they froth the mouth over that shit. That's what I don't get. And the fucking everyone hoorah, Halo's the best game ever made. It's not the best game ever made. But people say that shit. That's what I don't like.
Did you like just the first one? When the first one came out,
sure.
Did you like it?
Sure.
Awesome.
I'm like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. But yeah, sure.
Dude, it was. And to me, like that was the first kind of like multiplayer, even like the multiplayer death match kind of shit. That was the first one that I played, and that made it fun.
It's the first multiplayer you played.
First online.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
Wait, no, because I remember like having to hook up 2 TVs, like one in one room, and like the other in a friend's room.
That's more LAN though. That's not like that's multiplayer, but not online multiplayer.
Yeah. Anyway, what was my point? Point is, is it's not. I mean, it's not original. You go to space and just blow shit up. You got to blow up the Halo planet or whatever.
With an antagonist or not antagonist, a main character that doesn't speak. It's like fucking stupid.
I thought he spoke.
He might. I don't know. Like I don't. But I don't think I've ever played I never played the campaign. I don't think though. Like to completion.
Really?
Yeah.
The first one, dude. I mean, it's not gonna count for shit now. It's like an 8-year-old, or how old is
he was like
Halo
12
1?
years old. Maybe?
Jesus,
Fucking old.
But it just did things just a little better. It's not original. And I don't think was really aiming to be. But it just did things better. There was cool kind of like physics to it when shit blew up.
Oh, dude, I remember. I kid you not. I remember this very vividly. I was working at Dell when the game was like being like marketed. It wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
People like showing clips. This is like 2000. Like, and I sat next to this kid would fucking every day. Oh my god, dude, new Halo clip came out. I'm like, Jesus Christ, and he'd show me. And all the physics involved, because that was a big deal.
Yeah, like and when you're driving and stuff, and like shit blows up, and you like ramp over rocks and stuff, and it just had like weight to it. That was cool, and I think there's probably even more games before that did the same kind of shit, but it just kind of brought a bunch of cool things and did it right. I want to play Halo now.
Dude, I can't do it, dude. I can't do it.
Dude, and remember when you first see the flood? Because you go through how much of Halo?
I don't think I played it either.
You never played it?
Start.
Because you go through half the game fighting the Covenant, yeah, and you have to fight them like a certain way. Like you hide behind shit. You throw your grenades and you duck and you kind of weave around or like chase people and shoot them down. And you're doing that for a shitload of the game, and then you get to the flood. You get to that spaceship or wherever, that one place, and like everyone's dead. Is this not ringing a bell?
Not ringing a bell at all.
And you find like a old like recorded footage of like what happened.
You know why it's not ringing a bell? Because when that game came out, I was still playing on the Dreamcast and the GameCube. I didn't have the Xbox.
Ew, really?
Yeah. Don't you? The Dreamcast is the shit. GameCube, but
no, fuck.
So anyway, I was still on that shit. I wasn't playing Xbox games.
Even so, like it's Halo. You just have to play it. Some gourmet gamer you are.
I don't like Halo.
Never played Halo.
I've played it, but
fuck it.
I know because I remember playing with people. Like I sat down and played with people.
Anyway, you see this footage of like what happened to the last crew, and you just hear like, oh god, run, and blah blah blah. Because I feel like I can't hear myself anymore. And then like a new kind of alien comes out that's not the Covenant. And I remember at first, like, just kind of, like, fucking just gunning everything. And shit was, like, just blowing me up. And I just kept dying and dying. And you have to fight the flood just completely different than the way you were fighting the Covenant. Like, holy shit, this is... And it just, like, developed like that. Fuck, that game's cool. Best game of 2013. Halo.
Still holds its own. That's funny.
And do you remember the end?
No, dude, I don't.
When
remember
like
that
shit's
at all.
blowing up and you're driving, and it was all right.
It's funny. I don't remember that shit at all, dude.
Yeah, that was one of the most fun endings to a game. And then like 2 and 3 came out, and it was just more of the same.
The same shit.
Yeah. And that's where I was like, and I think like the ending was the same for one of them. Like you're driving, and shit's like blowing up.
I think that's what bothers me the most is, okay, granted, Halo 1 might have been like kind of, new, revolutionary and all that kind of stuff, had some cool new concepts. But then 2 came out. Same thing.
3
came out.
yeah.
But people like treated it as like this fucking the come of Christ. Like, oh my god, Halo 2 is the greatest game ever. Oh my god, fuck that. Halo 3 is the greatest. I'm like, no, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
While other better games are coming out and not receiving as much attention as they should.
I think it's like one of those, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of thing.
But yeah, probably true. I mean, why? They're making
I mean, you could say like
billions
all
of
the
dollars.
Call of Duties are the same.
Oh yeah,
which
Call of Duty is a fucking...
But it's,
money
it's just, it
machine.
works for what it is. Everyone plays it. It's still fun. It's just not. You could get. I see like how you could just get tired of it. I got tired of Halo.
I mean, Call of Duty, same thing. I got
Yeah.
super tired of it.
Yeah.
I need different games. I'm
Which-
older.
Brings me back to how awesome Beyond Two Souls was.
I'm about to play. Get me borrow because
And then people bitch like, man, this shit ain't even a game. Like it's just you just watch a movie and you fucking click the direction pad.
is it really that like that?
Kind of, yeah. Like you just because someone will like throw a punch at you. Like if we're facing each other and I throw a punch, you have to like react to this slow motion punch coming at you. So you just hit like down or whatever, and then she'll like duck, and then they'll like throw a kick.
Is it almost that? Kind of reminds me of Walking Dead.
It is, and fucking people like
Oh,
Walking
Walking
Dead.
Dead,
Oh
yeah.
god. But like Beyond Two Souls had like kind of a similar thing, and it just gets shit on.
How funny!
And I don't get it. Like, there's more like, well, no, because there's a shitload of choices in Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah, because Walking Dead, it kind of jarred me a bit how the actual dynamics of the game or how that works.
Yeah, I
like,
died like
I was like, this is
immediately.
weird. 'Cause it's not really fluid because you got the kind of everything that has a button and all that.
You know what bugs me about the Walking Dead games?
That
For the record, Walking Dead games one of my favorites ever.
I still don't really got that far into
But
it.
shit pops up where you have to like make a decision.
Right.
Like, hey Joe, should we go to the farmhouse? And it'll give you like 4 options to choose from. But there's like a timer.
You gotta read them all.
And you have to read them all. And I guess it's my fault because I have a shitty small TV
Can't
that I
see
can't like read all this stuff. And then I'll just like make a choice and like shit, I didn't even want to like pick that one.
See, I don't think I've got to that point yet.
And I think there's with some stuff there's just not. It doesn't have to be timed.
It forces the game to move on though.
Yeah, but you can just sit and think. You know, I'll choose not to go to the farmhouse or eat first, then go to the farmhouse,
Right.
or it's just something instead of like shit choosing, or just having just a limited time to choose. Anyway, Beyond Two Souls, you could do it's the same thing,
I gotta play it now.
and well, maybe not the same thing. Similar, very similar,
Setup is similar. Like way to play the game mechanics on it.
and just people just shitting on it. Very unfair. Most underrated game I could.
I would agree with
think
you.
of.
I mean, every time I see someone talk about it, it's not good.
Yeah, and I just don't get. I guess it's just not for everybody. But
That's fine.
top game,
Last of Us,
Last of Us, fucking without
without
a
a
doubt.
doubt, dude. Like I'm so stoked about the DLC coming out.
Dude, I kind of like don't want to ever see another Last of Us thing again.
Because remember I told you that you said they're like fucking no, we're done.
That's what they said. They said
Story's
Joel
done.
and Ellie's story is over.
Which
done.
I get, but guess what? Money drives that shit.
I know.
They can make money out
You
of it.
said that too.
I did, and they're gonna
No,
do it.
Zane. They said right here that they're
I'm
not
like, I
doing
don't care
anything.
what they say. If they make money out of it, they're gonna do it.
And
sure
it's
as shit.
before. I guess it's before she meets.
That's how they're gonna get around the
Joel.
whole
Yeah.
stories and bullshit. Whatever.
See, but their story's done, but not Ellie's.
whatever.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I kind of like I want to play it so bad, but at the same time, I just want to kind of leave it as
Just
it
leave it,
was.
dude.
Because that, and it still holds true. That is my favorite game I think
Of all
I've
time?
ever played. Yeah. I don't know what it was either, because everything's just awesome in that game. Like, it looks awesome. The acting's awesome. It's always paced well. It's fucking hard. That was one of the. I beat that on
It's a hard game, yeah.
fucking nightmare mode or whatever.
Stupid, I don't know why.
And it took, I don't know, like 70 hours or something.
You know, I don't know why it's good. It's such a great game either. Because
if you really
step back and look at it, there's nothing really special about it. But if you examine each individual thing, like you said, like the dialogue, the acting's fucking awesome on it.
yeah,
I mean, the
that was
cutscenes.
like real people.
Yeah, it was so. I mean, the acting is ridiculous.
And it was fucking
The soundtrack is
tense.
is great.
Yeah, and one of the best soundtracks ever, I think.
I think everything came together and worked perfectly.
Much like Halo, wouldn't you say?
No. All right, we're back from a break. We were talking about Last of Us and how it's both of us agreed it's the best game of 2013.
In my opinion, best.
Evan
My
says best
favorite
game ever.
My favorite game ever.
Just
I'll
pretty
leave
bold.
it personal.
That
That was my favorite
Right.
game.
we're talking about how the makers were saying that Joel and Ellie's story is done. They're not gonna make a part 2, but that's kind of bullshit. And I said that earlier. They're gonna make if they can make money off it, they're gonna continue doing it. So it was announced, I don't know how long ago, they're gonna have DLC. That they're gonna talk about Ellie's story before she met Joel. And what I was gonna say is, mark my words. It is January 11th.
Okay.
Maybe this year. I'll say this year. I don't know when this year. They're going to announce Last of Us Part 2.
Criswell predicts.
Last of Us Part 2.
They fucking announced it a long time ago.
Yeah, they did, but not a different story. I think they're going to continue.
The same story?
Same story.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think more people don't want the story to continue than do want it.
I don't know, dude.
Like a lot of...
They have a universe now.
There's stupid people. Spoiler alert for...
Well, if you haven't fucking played it,
two
I'm
people
sorry.
that
Yeah,
are listening to
whatever.
this. A lot of people like don't know why did it just end like that? Why did it just get
If
cut
they
off?
don't know that, they shouldn't play the game.
Yeah, they're fucking
Idiots.
morons. And so a lot of people say, "Oh, well, why don't we show like what happens and show like if she ever finds out he lied and they want all this just shit that I don't want them to
Yeah.
go in. Some shit is just better. Just leave it
Yeah,
alone.
I agree.
It's much like remakes of movies. People just leave the fucking originals
We'll
alone.
talk about remakes in a second. But I will say this, that I think they've built a big enough universe with the game that they can pick any story
You
they
can
want.
do
anything with it.
story, yeah.
It'll be hard, very hard to follow that up though. With such an intimate game that it is.
I would like I was saying, like I'd rather just not. Just that's it. There's just one Last of Us.
Oh, not even part
Never
2.
have a part 2. Not even
characters.
DLC. Have you ever played the multiplayer?
Yeah,
I've never even played that.
that's pretty badass.
I played the campaign and just left it just done.
Yeah,
I don't want to like see any more.
I know.
of it because is perfect just as is.
Yeah, the ending's badass. I love it.
Yeah,
I love
it's just
the whole game.
the whole.
Game. It's brilliant.
I gotta. That's probably like the most intense game I've played.
Well, I did cry though at the Red Dead Redemption scene.
Fag.
So that was pretty intense. Okay, yeah. So remakes.
Wait, you cried at the end?
No, not the end. No, the one scene that you don't always get. We're talking about different games now. Sorry.
Red Dead, right?
Yeah. When he goes into Mexico.
I thought that part it was
So
cool.
You didn't get what I got though.
What did you get?
Did you get rain and shit in nighttime? Or did you get slowing down and the music's playing and all that?
You just saddle across fucking
Yeah.
the border,
Yeah, but
and then the music kicks in.
was the sun coming down or coming up
I
when
think
you did?
so. Yeah.
Oh man, I got emotional.
It was awesome. Like I was like wow,
because the game had at that point had a certain pace to it,
yeah.
and all of a sudden you hit this point like, oh man, and it was just the right. Everything worked. Like the sun was setting. That song is brilliant. It's a song, not a score. That's also threw it off too.
Yeah, yeah, and there's like actual
Lyrics.
vocals.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
like whoa, that's jarring. It's
And
really
I
weird.
hate in games when like fucking vocals come.
So do
like
I.
a vocal
Can't stand
song.
it.
Yeah.
But that works
I'm like,
so
this
well.
gets cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is just whoa.
I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna shed a tear.
You kind of like I kind of got like ooh
Yeah.
chilly kind of thing.
Exactly, chills.
You know what?
I don't think I cried, but I got like, wow, this is like, yeah. Whoa, shit.
You know what scene tops that? I think.
I don't know.
While we're on the subject, The Last of Us.
What scene?
Spoiler alert again. The scene where they see the giraffes.
Oh, you
Is
said.
that-
See, I didn't get.
Oh.
I didn't get the same feeling you got from that. Why?
It was weird.
I got a bit, choked up, if you want to call it that.
I don't.
Taken aback.
I think I did choke. Choke up on just wanting to kill everything.
Like I remember watching Alina play it, and I'm like, Alina, wait for the scene because she was playing. I was gonna watch her,
Yeah.
to see how her reaction was, and she had none.
Like just
cold. I'm like, that was pretty.
Just cut like the calves of the giraffes.
I was like, wow, that was a pretty good scene there, and you kind of just
I just
walked right through
I
it.
think you said the same thing when you were playing Red Dead. How you just kind of sat there,
Yeah.
for like a long. I did the same exact thing with Last of Us. I just watched the animals and wow.
Funny. I
It's-
love those little moments though.
It was like that just through because the whole game's like fucking intense and just bad and evil and just. And that was like one part that's like wow, it's like peaceful.
Peaceful, yeah.
It's just nice.
Yeah. It's almost like we're gonna get off the tangent here, but like people that complain about Walking Dead, the show, and
Yeah.
how there's
What is
episodes
fucking
of
zombies?
it's just slow,
Yeah.
quote unquote slow, and it's more character build. And they're like, "Where's the zombies?" I'm like, "Fuck, you need some kind of downtime.
Yeah, you just
It can't be constantly zombies being killed. That's fucking boring. As much as I love zombie movies and I love zombie movies and zombie genre, it gets fucking old after a while.
yeah.
Gotta have a up and
Just-
down roller coaster.
A break.
Yeah, break.
And just I know it's not like fucking action.
It's fucking stupid.
It's not an action TV show.
I wonder if anyone else complained about that scene in Last of Us. I don't think they would complain about it, but
fucking giraffes. This is gay, boring.
let's go. We're gonna kill some more
Fake.
people.
I don't know, 'cause, like that. It's just told. I don't, because I want to say like it's told really well, but
I'll say this again. Last of Us has a different
here's
fan base than
yeah.
people that play. I'll say it, Call of Duty.
Like
There
Dead
really
Rising
is a
and shit.
split between the gamer world.
Yeah.
There's those that only like, fast paced, kill 'em all, fucking games like Call of Duty and
A fun game.
I can't think of any other games, but that mindset. And I'm gonna say it's mostly fucking teenagers,
Yeah.
that sit behind a computer.
All this testosterone.
Yeah, it's just stupid, and they
like repressed libido.
think they're fucking hard asses because they're behind a computer or behind a TV. And yeah, they're more, I think, generally speaking, of an older crowd that appreciates, Last of Us
And just how like shit's developing. Like games, it's not just about like fucking hardcore arcade style games getting like better and better looking. Like there's like emotion and writing and plots and stories and twists and characters that are like have come in that, and it's like taking a life of its
like there's
own.
only so far you can take a game graphically before it's like fucking real.
Yeah.
So at some point, these guys are going to be like, okay, we can't do
We
anything
topped reality.
graphics-wise. We need to think of something different. Let's think about a story.
Yeah.
God forbid.
And that's where, and it's weird because I saw like people bitching about like I think it was just like the story of Beyond Two Souls, and I was like, what? Like if you think of it, people are bitching about something that I guess to us, like, it's still like, wow, like games are like getting deep and shit and getting like stories and like it's still something new to us.
Which is stupid because we've been around since games have started.
Exactly, and I think like because we still like appreciate
Maybe so.
stuff like that, but I think like a younger generation like going into the game saying like, oh, you know, what's the point of this scene? Like they already kind of take that games are like movies for granted.
Maybe.
It's like, oh, you know, acting shit. Where like, wow, there's still like,
There's acting.
there's talking in this video game.
There's talking. There's actual audio.
It's just weird to see like people bitch about things that to me are like still exciting and still
I
like
agree, dude.
I just like appreciate.
Like I don't know where I was the
shit.
other day. I was driving. I was thinking like, man, I'm just old enough to have been around when games first hit the scene. Like
Yeah.
really took off. Even before that. That's an awesome thing because we were around when I had an Atari 2600.
Yeah.
I mean, I played an Atari like not because it was handed down to me. I got it when it came out.
Yeah, or because it's hip.
Yeah, that's not a hipster thing.
I don't play that new
or
shit,
I want to play
Atari.
retro. No, I didn't play retro. I got it when it came out.
Yeah.
And then throughout all that, so that's definitely a thing, like you said. Versus now, kids they get off the bat automatically get the next gen,
Just
fucking
fucking
badass ass shit.
Yeah, with their headphones surround.
We've had to work through some shit.
Yeah.
Some horrible gaming.
And like when a game comes out that has like a good story and there's like characters and shit and it's like moving emotionally, like that shit doesn't happen like post or pre, I guess, PlayStation, I guess.
Xbox, PlayStation, probably, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think. Like
Yeah,
there's some,
Dreamcast had some.
there's a game.
Saturn had some.
I'm trying to think of like the first game that like
really drew
holy
you in.
shit, like this story's good, and Ninja Gaiden was pretty dope for original Nintendo.
Metroid kind of threw that. Metroid was kind of one of the first kind of like, wow, it's a girl. That kind of was different.
Yeah, I was all mad, like no way, am I a girl?
So that was kind of different. They kind of took it up a notch.
Yeah, it was like just some way to like kind of twist it. I think, man,
wow, I don't know, man. That's good.
there's this game that is so. It was for Dreamcast, I think, or Sega CD.
You see that? See, there's a common thing there.
What?
All the greatness was all Sega. I'm a Sega. I'll say I'm not a fanboy. I'm a Sega fanboy.
Yeah.
I've had all the Sega consoles and they're fucking all awesome. Dreamcast still is
A fucking awesome.
the greatest console ever made.
Yeah. Ooh.
Greatest console ever made. Its library, while it kind of was fucked at the end, but it was great. Like the games were awesome. It was the first one to have real internet, real online play. I mean, it was revolutionary. The controller, while it looked ugly, I think was comfortable. It was just badass, dude. It was fucking badass.
There's a game I can't think of it. It was kind of like Blade Runner. Like it was really plot heavy.
Blade Runner, the game, is awesome. I had it for Dreamcast.
I want to say it's for Dream. I know. I can't remember the name of it.
Like Blade Runner?
It was like Blade Runner. Like it's in the future. There's like cyborgs that you don't really know. Like, oh, is this person a cyborg?
God, Blade Runner was on 2 CDs. I remember that. That's so fucking badass.
I don't remember that game. Blade
Yeah, it was
Runner
on 2 CDs.
For Dreamcast.
Maybe Sega. Maybe Saturn.
Oh, or am I thinking maybe it was Saturn? I don't. Anyway, what's the original question? Oh, what's like the first game to like movie?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a hard one. I think
4 CD-ROMs.
I gotta say, when I first played, I mean, I'm sure there's shit before it, but when I first played like Resident Evil,
Oh,
and
man.
like
We can start going. Yeah, Resident Evil, dude.
that was a
game
fucking
changer.
effective
Dude, that was a game
game.
changer. That's
But
an old game too.
Yeah, it was PlayStation.
PlayStation 1, yeah.
Yeah. And even more than that was like Silent Hill. Like the first Silent Hill, that shit gave me just
I still can't
nightmares.
Get into it, dude.
Huh?
I still can't get into it.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of just not for everybody. It's that same kind of thing. Like it's slower. It's kind of like sometimes there's puzzles and like this doesn't like puzzles is the only kind of gameplay other than shooting. What are you looking for?
I'm trying to figure out what year this. I played it. I didn't play it on. Maybe I played it on the computer. Holy shit.
97? Oh,
Wait.
PC video game.
Yeah. Weird. I thought it was on Dreamcast, to be honest, or Sega, or the Saturn. Weird. I just remember it was on multiple CDs, and that's why it says 4 years. Maybe it was on PC. That's weird.
Shit, I don't even
Yeah.
remember that. That's probably
Fucking-
why I never played it.
What's it called? Oh yeah, Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's still awesome. Still I never played that remake.
That's
I think I don't even remember what system it was for. Was it for all systems?
Yeah.
I thought it was only
like Code Veronica is still one of my favorite games of all
Code
time.
Veronica was dope. Yeah, and they got
The story-wise, it kind of is fucking crazy towards the end.
yeah, and it just got like
At
too
Code Veronica.
big. I think kind of after 2. What's Code Veronica 4? Fourth one?
It's
2 was like the police station.
oh, I don't know what Code Veronica is considered.
I think Code Veronica was the 4th one. Anyway, those games are dope. Like that, in the first one where you're walking down the hallway and the fucking dogs jump out. 4th one, yeah. And I think that was 2 CDs, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I gotta put a new CD in? Oh my god, that's awesome.
And it's cool, like, like, oh shit, it's like a new chapter.
So bad.
Like some more shit's gonna go down.
I love that game.
I kind of miss when stuff was on like 2 CDs, like you had to change discs.
I hate that shit, dude. You're talking about.
It's because it's kind of like a new, and you could kind of like measure your progress too.
When they do it that way. But like with fucking Mass Effect 3, throughout the game, you had to change the CD a couple times back and forth. Like,
yeah,
not to progress, like...
So it could read shit, like read
what,
information.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I went to a planet to mine something. Please and start. I'm like, I'm not even...
Yeah.
The story hasn't changed.
Yeah,
I
it's
get up
stupid.
all the time for it. I'm like, fuck, are you kidding me? There's no reason for that shit.
Like I remember watching just like VHS movies, like where there's like 2 cassettes in them, like Godfather or something.
Yes,
like
that's right, yeah.
you have to like change it, and you're like, oh shit, like what's gonna happen next? I remember a Casino,
We're so old.
fucking Casino on VHS that had like, I remember it had like a great cliffhanger. Like, wait, does this Jew even have his permits to operate? I was like, oh shit, and it just like ended, and like I had to pop in the second tape.
That's a great way to fucking transition to the next
Does
one.
this Jew even have his license
Joe
or
Pesci
something? His
level.
alcohol license? We went on tangent.
I think it's
I think
Casino
it's
now.
bullshit.
And Joe Pesci.
Went from games to fucking Casino on VHS.
So old. We were talking about remakes though earlier. We kind of got sidetracked there a bit.
Were we even talking about? I don't think
We
ever
were
talked about
going to
remakes.
talk about it, but we talked about it earlier.
How long is this shit so far?
An hour and hour and. I'm so old, I can't see this.
Numbers are too small. Hour and 20 minutes. I think we wrap it up.
We haven't talked for an hour and 20 minutes though right now.
The last
But why is it an hour 20 minutes there?
Because you transferred, because the card ran out.
Oh, it's 20 minutes.
I.e., we went on
minutes.
break.
We went on break. Commercial break.
And that was an hour. That was 55 minutes
Yeah,
plus
20
this.
minutes.
I'd say we wrap up.
Talk about remakes later.
Because I got one wad, and I think I'm about to blow it.
I want to talk about remakes, but we'll talk about it later.
Stay tuned. Next week, we're going to talk about remakes.
Because once again, there's going to be another year. 2014 is going to be another year of shitty remakes. And they're talking about, RoboCop obviously coming out. They're making, it's not a remake. The movie is a great movie. Wonderful Life 2.
It's a Wonderful Life.
You didn't know that? It's a Wonderful Life Part 2. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's like, just fucking. There's some other ones that I've heard about that I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
You ever get that like feeling where you just like know you're,
God,
it like feels like you're in trouble, like just that stress in your guts.
Army of Darkness they talked about remaking.
No, I heard they're doing
the whole franchise they're remaking. Like they're starting it over. So this new one that came out is one of potentially 3. So they're remaking all of them.
I guess we'll have a lot to talk about on
Fucking
the next
ridiculous.
podcast of Gourmet Gamer.
All right, so this is Zane. This is Evan.
This is Evan.
We're ending Gourmet Gamer podcast number 1. That's it. Bye.
Wait, I think it's still recording.
It's still recording. Damn it. And bye. Oh, that's right.
You
I
gotta
marked it.
stop.
That's right.
Yeah.